My name is Cameron, and today we're going to be making Bisque stamps. The first step to make a Bisque stamp is to roll it into a ball. You can roll it, you can pat it, you can do whatever you need to do to make a little ball. It doesn't need to be perfect. It can have the little lines in it. It's fine. See? Perfect. Good enough. The next step is to make your ball into a log. You can do this by rolling or squeezing. Just make it into not a super skinny log, but just one that is easy enough for your hand to fit around. Like this. The next step is to take the end of your log and press it into your board or your surface or your newspaper or whatever you're working on today. And squeeze the other end in your hand so you make a handle. So once you pressed it out, you have a flat side that you can work on and a handle where you can hold it. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be pretty. This is good enough. The next thing you're going to do is find a tool. And because we're at home, it's a little bit harder, but you can use a pencil, a pen, chopsticks, anything you can find. Today, I'm going to be using a fork. So the first thing to do to draw your design or press in your design is to take your tool and do whatever you want to draw very lightly. So you're not pressing very hard, but you're just putting your lines in so you know where you want them, like that, not very deep. Once you have your design on there lightly, you can go back in with the same tool or a smaller tool to make your lines deeper. But you want to be sure that when you're pressing, you make your lines or your design lines deep enough and wide enough, because as we all know, clay shrinks when it goes into the kiln. So any tiny little lines will disappear. So you make your lines deep and thick, and you want to make sure that they're wider at the surface than they are in the bottom, so that when you use it after it's fired, that clay won't get stuck inside of the stamp. And then once you have your design in and the lines are thick enough, you can go back in with whatever you can find and clean it up a little bit. Because anything that looks sharp or kind of like hanging off is gonna be sharp after it goes into the kiln. And there you have it. That's my design for this one. And here are a few other ones for examples. And that's how you make a Bisque stamp.